Oh, Dr. Harley in the house with us. Wow, I'm sorry.
Hey, Greg.
Turn this thing down. It keeps going up, guys.
Who's got the feedback?
Jamin.
Yeah, man.
It was me. I wanted to give us an review, so I got us on TV. So.
I mean, I would never, ever do something like that. I just make sure Jamin hits buttons.
Hey, Jamin, do me a favor. Quit messing with the computer. Let it go. It'll do its thing.
Well, how's everybody doing?
I don't know. How are you doing?
I'm trying to stay warm. That's like y'all three, man, all cozy up in y'all's house and stuff. Yeah, I'm doing good.
I didn't get 12 inches of snow dumped on me.
I got 10.
That's all you guys got?
10. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll leave it
at
2 feet.
snow.
I end up getting 2 feet of snow.
Wow. 24 inches, really? Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I ended up with.
And thanks to my lovely town on my corner, I had a 4.5-foot wall of snow pushed up on the sidewalk. So I went around it and said they want it off the sidewalk, they could remove it.
Yep.
Well, we did have a little bit of bad luck. Over the weekend, we lost a chicken.
You lost a chicken. Oh, man.
I hope that chicken ended up on the dinner plate.
No, we tossed it. It was frozen. It froze. We
you get frozen chicken all the time from the grocery store.
If it was
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'd have to thaw this one in the house and then pluck it and clean it. No, thank you.
I'm sorry to hear that. I know how much.
Yeah, he just didn't want to do the work. He just didn't want to put the work in. There's his straight up answer right there.
It was one of the ones that I liked. It had the feathers on the feet, covering the feet, and I called it Hobbit. But no, she was apparently there's a problem with her foot, and we didn't get to her in time. And I went out Sunday to check on her, and she was laying in front of the run door, and yeah, she wasn't moving when I opened up the door.
Well, as you
Hi,
can see,
Lolly.
Dr. Harley decided to join us tonight, which is always a pleasure.
No, this is all Dark's fault. It's all Dark's fault. He's the one who sent me the invite.
He sent you the link. Hey, no biggie.
Well, you're our mechanic specialist. So yeah. So the topic tonight is it worth it? Okay. Now I have been scouring through the YouTube channels and stuff, and on the Instagram and everything, and nobody has really given a straight answer. I mean, even DK Custom, they quoted numbers and stuff. So, and I even looked up AI, which I sent you the link there. So the topic tonight, is it worth it removing your catalytic converter or / baffles to get more out of your motor? Is it a good thing? The pros and the cons. We're going to get right down to it. You're our mechanic specialist there. So Doc Harley, we're going to basically throw some questions at you, and you answer them with your full mechanic knowledge and go from there. So,
okay. Here's the long of the short of it, or you want the short of the long of it?
We want to get down to the bottom of it, okay? Right. So, hit it with the truth, okay?
Okay. We'll start with the motor. Every internal combustion motor needs back pressure.
Yes, it does.
That is a secret of making power, performance, and efficiency. And believe it or not, out of your exhaust ports, you will get some vacuum going back into your combustion chamber. So, with that being said, there's that whole reversion section where that happens, which is usually about the first 3 to 4 inches coming off your head, where it reverts into a pressure and a vacuum all the time. You will not feel the vacuum at the mufflers because at that point, it's nothing but pressure. So, removing a catalytic converter, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Well, if you ask Big Brother, the EPA, they'll tell you it's bad, very bad. However, cutting the catalytic converter out of a head pipe that came stock with one, that reversion chamber is not there. It's not. Reversion chambers usually step down just a little bit, just to create that reversion chamber for vacuum and pressure to mix to give you the back pressure that you need. So using a stock head pipe with a cutout catalytic converter, a lot of people have doing it. I don't recommend it. I always recommend get yourself a head pipe that is designed to be without a catalytic converter.
So almost like a Vincent High straight pipe or a Cobra straight pipe or...
Well, here's the thing. If you go buy a Vance and Hines pipe today, they all come with catalytic converters installed.
Because of that EPA bullcrap where they crack down on everybody.
Not everybody.
Well,
that's something Vance and Hines decided to do. They had a great 2-in-1 into 2 head pipe. It was called the X pipe. It worked phenomenally well. It would tune and run like a 2-in-1, but then you get all the added benefits of the 2 into the 2 of symmetrical in both pipes, blah, blah, blah. So when the whole EPA lockdown came down, Vance and Hines discontinued that pipe, and they came out with a newer pipe with the catalytic converter, which brought that pipe up another $250. So that head pipe is $1,000 just for the head pipe.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I moved away from Vance and Hines, and I started using pipes like the jackpot you get from Fuel Moto, or the head pipes you get from Squeaky Speed. Well, that's a full exhaust 2-in-1. Any other good head pipe out on the market will be without a catalytic converter and a reversion chamber. It's very important, is that reversion chamber.
Well,
Some of the head pipes you'll find a reversion chamber that is be larger, but it's only a short distance where that vacuum and pressure mix and go back to the head to create that back pressure. Some of it's just simple as a step down pipe, which is a beautiful thing.
Well, basically, the reversion chamber that you're discussing can be an insert inside the pipe that would basically divert the exhaust and create that vacuum that you're talking about.
It's not inside the pipe. That would be cut into the pipe and added on.
Yeah.
So as it comes in, it creates like a venturi where it comes in, goes wide, and both ends will be tapered, creating that reversion back pressure back to the motor, which is a good thing. Just like a pipe that'll be stepped down going into the head is another reversion chamber, which is a good thing.
So that reversion chamber, is that before the catalytic converter or after the catalytic converter?
Absolutely, it's before. Well, on a normal head pipe, there isn't one.
Because you have a catalytic converter.
Right. That creates that back pressure and also that space for it to create the vacuum pressure mix.
Steve said he runs a Bassani without a converter.
Yep, and that's a good head pipe. Bassani makes a good head pipe. D&D makes a good head pipe. They had their problems earlier on this year with powder coating with the inside of the pipes. That there was a lot of controversy and discussion on it. It destroyed a lot of motors, but that's a whole different topic that has been beat to death, and they fixed the issue.
Okay.
So if you want to remove your catalytic converter, the best way to do it, the most efficient way of doing it, not the least expensive way of doing it, but also the safest way to do it, is get yourself a good quality head pipe from a reputable place. There are a lot of people right now who are running Shark Road exhaust, very inexpensive exhaust. However, there are shops out there that sit there and says, we will not dyno tune a bike with a Shark Road exhaust.
Well, here's a couple.
Get what you pay for.
Hellfighters says, why does a 2-in-1 pipe make more power than a true duals?
That is because 2-in-1 creates more torque because you're creating more back pressure.
What
It's
if you have an H pipe in it?
an H pipe?
Yeah.
That's a 2-in-1, and well, it's a 2-in-2 with a
Right.
balance pipe. That's a H's. That's all it's doing is balancing it.
Well, would that give you more power though?
Over a stock head pipe, yes.
Okay.
But going back to this 2-in-1, it is designed to create more torque. There's a whole lot of smart guys that design these head pipes, engineers that I can't even understand half the stuff they're talking about, but they make a more torque than horsepower is a good 2-in-1, and that's what they're designed for.
Sorry.
Where a 2-in-2 will make more horsepower. So if you're building a motor, putting a cam in it, so if you get a horsepower cam and you have a 2-in-1 into 2 exhaust, which is designed for horsepower, you're really not doing anything to help that cam create more torque. So if you're doing a horsepower cam, a 2-in-1 into 2 would be perfect, where a 2-in-1 would not be helping the horsepower on that bike. You follow what I'm saying? So when you're designing and building performance, you want what's designed to work well together. So a torque cam, 2-in-1 exhaust. That's why I went with the 2-in-1 on my Road Glide, because I put a torque cam in it.
Well, some of them make the argument that they want to have the louder pipes, and they think by removing that, it does make it louder. But what does it do to the motor by doing that? You have to retune the motor.
Yes.
And if you did,
yes.
so
the rule of thumb is anything post cat, you don't have to tune. So just putting slip-ons on, unless it's a soft tail where the catalytic converters are in the mufflers, not in the head pipe, then you would need to retune then. But if you're just changing slip-ons, let's say a bagger, because the catalytic converter is in the head pipe, then you don't need to retune. You change the.
Let's use my bike for a prime example. Yep. Mine's a CVO 117, a 2018 model. Okay,
yep.
Not a VVT, and it has the pipe comes off the headers, comes down, joined together, and then there's like a little split off after the catalytic converter. One grows over to around the right side, to the left side, and it makes it look like I got two pipes.
Which you do, but you get more exhaust volume out of the right side than you do the left. The left collects all the garbage. That's why the left side's always dirtier.
Nah. You just answered that in the next question and everything. So, but so would it be better to switch that out to just straight to a 2-in-1 and run just on one side,
or get a good 2-in-2 pipe, and you would have equal flow out of both sides.
Okay, but yet keep it where it has. Make sure it has the well. You just brought up from rolling throttle. The squeaky pipes. Did I say that right? No, I didn't say that right. I'm sorry, Drew.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Rolling throttle, the Sawicki pipes. I've been running Sawicki on Spaceball now for 3 years. Drew's been carrying them for 2. I love the Sawicki pipe. I've been telling everybody about the Sawicki pipe since I got it. And the reason why I got it, a big shout out to Blockhead Moto and Sick Wide Glide. When Sick Wide Glide was with Blockhead, they did a dyno shootout of all the 2-in-1 pipes. Okay. Not all of them, but a good half dozen of them. And Sawicki performed the best. They had the most torque and the most horsepower than all the others. So that's why I chose Sawicki for Spaceball, because it was a better performing pipe. Dyno shown, same tuner, same bike, same everything. The only thing different was the head pipe. And they got more performance out of the Sawicki pipe than the Bassani, than TBR.
They did an
2-in-1.
They did a Akroprovich too, didn't they?
I think so, yeah. So that's why I went with Sawicki, and then Drew carried them. Then everybody started buying them, which is a good thing.
Welcome, Red.
So when I put the cam in my Road Glide, I had a 2 into 1 into 2 head pipe, and I knew I was hurting the performance of it, and I was waiting to save my money to buy a Sawicki. So last year in Daytona, I bought a Sawicki for my Road Glide. And
Okay.
yeah, does a bagger look funny with one pipe coming out one side and the other? Absolutely. But
I don't think so.
I don't look at it from the back that often, so I don't care. I care more about the throttle response and how it rides.
So and that's the other thing. It's just say if I did that, I went ahead and took that out and stuff, I would lose horsepower. I would end up getting bad fuel mileage because of that. And so, in essence, there to that question, in all reality, it's not really worth it.
No, because you'll end up in the higher RPMs. I'm talking like 5,000 RPMs, 4,800 RPMs. You'll start floating valves. What that means is the valve isn't closing all the way. There's so much back pressure coming back to the pipe that it creates more suction. So your reversion is completely off, and your valve will never completely close. So you're
And so, in
losing
essence,
pressure.
there.
And
So
then you end
even
up
with
burning a valve.
Okay, so even with the like a Power Commander 5 on, it wouldn't compensate for it or anything like that.
Nope, physics, man. It's not just a good idea; it's the law.
Okay.
Hellfire's got another question. He's asking if you had a dyno, which I know you don't, or do you take it someplace?
I do not have a dyno. I do not. I would love to have one, but I can't afford another mortgage to get one because that's what they would cost. So they're six figures when all said and done.
Well, do you have a normal shop that you take it to?
Yeah, I take mine to a guy here up in Bristol, Connecticut. It's called Souter's Speed Shop. Matt Souter is the owner of it. He is phenomenal at what he does. He built, everybody hold on to your hats, a naturally aspirated 200 horsepower bike.
Ooh.
Now, how reliable that would be, I don't know, but man, he got 200 horse out of a naturally aspirated bike.
Well, the way these motors are, it's a possibility it could be done now.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, it wasn't a couple years ago. You weren't hitting those numbers without a turbo.
Well, that's technology has flipped its wig and went big balls. You know what I mean?
Yep. So every time I do a camp for somebody, I tell them, call Matt Souter, get it done.
Shadow, what questions you got for Doc on this topic here?
Nothing really, because if you wanted, why remove the baffles where you can just throw not straight pipes, slip-ons on,
It's cheaper.
and not having the tune your engine or anything. Pull the old ones off, put new ones on. There you go. You ain't gonna mess with anything.
Yeah, you got good sound.
So I got a question here. I was told that my Softail, I got a Heritage, that if I took the mufflers off and switched them with neighbor haters or whatever, it would be just fine without running a tune on it. If you're saying the catalytic converter is in the muffler, I thought you had to have it tuned when you didn't have a converter on it.
Yep. That is
So
not.
I would have to have it
accurate.
tuned if I put neighbor haters on it?
Yes, you will, because you're removing the catalytic converter.
No kidding.
Anything you do for airflow pre-tap, you're going to need to get it tuned because you're changing airflow and you're changing the exhaust geometry,
Yeah.
which is an unfortunate thing on the Softails.
Well, my plan was to have a couple pipes chromed or get me some fishtails and put on there. That's what I wanted to do.
Those tails will look great on that bike.
Yeah.
And they're basically open pipes. There's no baffle in them.
Right,
There's
yeah, there's
nothing.
Yeah.
So you're definitely going to need a retune for that.
Okay. That's good to know.
Now, removing the baffles out of your muffler, and if you keep your catalytic converter, you won't do any harm or any potential harm to your motor. However, in my opinion, Yes, it's louder, but it doesn't sound good. It doesn't have a good exhaust note. It sounds more tinny. To me, it sounds like the Hondas that have those coffee can mufflers on there. You know?
My brother calls it a bubble machine.
Yep.
Sounds like a bubble machine.
And I tell you, companies like Tap Performance make some good slip-ons. Cobra Neighbor Haters, that's an oxymoron for the name. I had a set on one of my street glides, and they were anything but. The neighbors were not hating them because they are so quiet. They're not as loud as you would hope they would be.
Yeah, arm and leg. Off subject, but anyone cares needs to send. Oh yeah, process. Yeah. Is he home from the hospital? Great. If you're watching process, get well soon, brother.
Yeah, prayers to you, man.
I know what it is to fuck up.
So that's my take on removing a catalytic converter from your head pipe. Not good. And my take on taking out the baffles of, let's say, stock mufflers. Not a big fan. I know guys who take their aftermarket mufflers, they pull the baffles out, they take the wrapping off and put it back in to get more exhaust note out of it, and they do accomplish it, but it doesn't sound, to me, it doesn't sound as good. And, you know, how an exhaust sounds to one person,
totally different
to somebody else. And the way I look at it, hey, if the owner of the bike is happy with the exhaust note, that's all that matters at the end of the day. You know?
Yeah.
Because they're the ones who own the bike, not me. They're the ones who have to ride it, not me.
Well, it's just like with her two wheels. She ended up putting on that exhaust that is adjustable with just a press of a button.
Yes. Yeah, the Jekyll and Hyde exhaust. That is a very nice slip-on system for about $3,500. Yep, you heard that right. $3,500 for those slip-on mufflers.
I can believe it. Yeah.
I talked to them at the 120th anniversary. They were going to send me a set until I saw the price. I says, "There's no way in hell that I could sit there and promote these mufflers." Okay, is it cool? Absolutely. To tell people, hey, spend $3,500 on slip-on muffler. Because some of these towns, like along the beach, they'll have a noise ordinance. I would sit there and I would hammer on the throttle, make as much noise as I can. As soon as a cop comes up, hit the button, go, "What are you talking about? This thing's quiet."
I don't know what you're talking about.
And make him go, "I heard something. It can't be this bike. I'm hearing it now, up close and personal."
Yeah. Fishtails are great unless you're following somebody running them. Yeah, I hear you. They are a bit steep for sure on those mufflers. Cool, but not cool.
Yeah. It was the cost that said, "No, I don't want to. I can't promote these because they're just too expensive." I mean, $3,500. I mean, all right, a good set of mufflers is going to run you $800-900. Okay, so you're talking 3 times the cost for just mufflers. For another $2,000, I could do a cam. I could do, handlebars. Or I could, and lots of other things. Other than the best mod, get a gas card, throw that $2,000 on it, and ride the bike till that gas card goes empty, and then refill it.
Right.
That's the best investment anybody can make in their bike is get a gas card just for the motorcycle, load it up with money, get out, ride it. So the gas card goes empty, then refill it and rinse and repeat.
Well, mine's got 20,000 on it, and I think it's starting to sound pretty good myself.
I don't know. It's a Harley.
Hey, you got one too, so yeah.
That's about to say, man. You're not benevolent to not being thrown underneath the bus, because you're in this crowd too. Okay. Now, if you went out and got yourself an Indian, then that would have been a little different story. It would have been a little bit of a different bashing, okay?
I almost got an Indian.
Dude, speaking of, have you seen the new Indian. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
It is.
Looks like the old ones. Man.
Speaking of, can I promote another podcast channel?
Go
Sure.
right ahead.
Throttle and Iron is going to have the new CEO on later in February on their channel live.
Nice.
Need to talk
Nice.
about it.
And they are a bunch of big Indian fans. And hey, right on. Good for them. I can't see the Harley CEO coming on any of our smaller channels or any channels.
Yeah, a
I think,
master.
I think that's awesome that happened. I think it's a way of the new parent company that owns Indian to really get in touch with their core customer group. I think
That's awesome.
I think it's a great thing. I'm excited. I'm not a fan of Indian, but I will be watching that night. I watch all their lives, just like I watch all the unaffiliated.
I've got friends who ride Indians. I treat them just like my friends who ride Kawasaki's.
Yep. I mean,
The main thing, as long as you're on twos and you're enjoying the wind in your hair, that's all that matters.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. I
Right.
don't care if you're on a Honda Shadow 250 or Rebel 250 or a Gold Wing or a Kawasaki or a Victory or an Indian. I don't care, because guess what? I don't have to ride it. You have to love it because you're riding it and you own it. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Do you love
Yep.
what you own? And if you do, let's ride. Let's have a great time.
Yeah, definitely. It don't matter what you're on. You could be on a Royal Enfield, as far as I care.
So here's another. I know we're going to kind of go off the pipe sitch and everything. Now, Doc, you have put a lot of work into Spaceball. Okay, a lot of money.
That's an understatement.
I could have bought another Softail for the money I put into that bike.
So in essence and everything, if you end up having to get rid of it, you would not be able to take it back to the dealership because it wouldn't be worth that, which you think it's really worth. So in essence and everything, by doing all those modifications and everything, was it really worth it? Now I understand you in your perspective, it is to you because you're going to keep the bike. But if someone, I haven't touched nothing on my bike. Mine is still all factory, except for when the motor being rebuilt from its mishap, and then of course I had my accident, and then parts from that. Other than that, everything's still the same. I hadn't changed nothing on it and stuff. And I'm at this point. Well, I take that back. I did change something. I ended up going with Pro Action shocks, and on it, heavy duty shocks and everything, and that's about the extent of it. So that's the question I bring up. I've been trying to keep it as original I can keep it, just in case, like for instance, I'm loving the new 26s. But at the same time, I'm having a hard time swallowing that pill of, $45,000 all over again because I already swallowed it once. You know what I'm saying?
Emailing me like crazy, man. Come buy you 26.
Yeah.
Now here's a true story. All right. Before I put the Advan Black rear kit on my Road Glide, and before I put the T-bars on my Road Glide, I was going to trade it in for a 25 in that Whiskey Fire Storm.
Ooh.
Dealership that used to sponsor my channel said to me, your CVO is so highly modified, we can only give you $28,000 on trade-in. And I said to him, no problem. I have all the original parts, original handlebars, original grips, original wheel, all the original parts. I can put that thing back to 100% stock and trade it in, so your market would be much larger. You know what his response was?
Oh,
well,
no.
then you won't get as much for trade-in.
Right.
So my question is, which
I've
is
been
it?
like, no, you offered me $28,000. If it's stopped, it's going to be stopped.
No, they offered me $28,000 and
The way it
only
works.
$28,000 because it was highly modified. But if I unhighly modify it, they're going to give me less.
Yeah.
And I told them, you know what? I'm done. You're going to, and well, they were also going to give me $1,000 off on the bike. They were asking $32,900 for it. So they were going to sell it to me for $31,900. I went to another dealership. They had the same exact bike, same year, same paint, same everything, for $32,200. Oh, so basically you're giving me $300 break.
Yeah, that's not good.
Greg, depending. If you're doing a cam, absolutely, because you have more tunability, you have more adjustability with that. If you're just going to change out your intake and your exhaust, no, that's a little overkill.
So basically, that's the center thing. And any type of extras you put on it, you still won't get your money back. It's just like if you.
No.
Well,
No.
supposedly the bike is only original once, and it's worth more original. Supposedly.
Because you got to remember, when you modify a bike, you're modifying it for what you want. It's your vision. So
True.
when I had a 2014 Street Glide, I had the whole Bad Dad treatment to it from front to back. Very, very different, stretch fenders, stretch bags, stretch everything. And I knew when I went to go sell it privately, I'm going to hit a very small, narrow market. And I had to find that one person who had to have it to pay the price I was asking. And I did find that one person that had to have it, but he didn't pay the price I wanted. We negotiated, and we were to the point we were both happy with the price. And he and I became really, really good friends. I mean, you guys might know him, Big Mike 135.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yep,
family.
Big Mike.
He and his wife are family to me. I chat with him every day. So
Yeah.
the sale of that bike means more to me than the money that I got for it. Now, for Spaceball, I already had somebody sit there who has to have that bike. Offered me $25,000 cash, and I was very tempted to take it. And I said, no, I'm not done with it yet.
Not done with it.
And that was last summer.
So you're saying you're not done with it? So what is your next modification on this sucker?
Well, modifications is not done with it. I'm not done having my fun with it. Now, I would love to do an aluminum rear frame. I would love to do an aluminum rear swing arm. And then honestly, I don't think there's any. Oh, I would love to do the whole shot tank on that from Advan Black. I would love to change the lowers out to carbon fiber. So there are things I can still do, but I don't know if I really want to,
Turbo.
Yeah,
Well, that begs the question, Doc. I mean, with all the modifications that you're almost better off just going to buy every part by itself and everything, and put it back together the way you want. The frame, all the way from the frame all the way out. Almost like you're doing a chopper.
There's not much left on that bike that's factory. The frame is factory, the tank is factory, the transmission's factory, the swing arm's factory, and the wheels are factory. Everything else in that bike
has a bullet
been
swing arm on it.
Yeah.
A lot of things you can still do.
Right. But do I want to invest more money into that bike? That's the thing.
Well, see, it falls back on the Spaceballs. It's going to be your bike for a very long time.
Well, if somebody offered me the right money that I couldn't turn down on that bike, I would build another one, and I would call it Spaceballs 2, the search for more money.
There you go.
Because I would need more money.
Oh, mercy.
Because I would probably do a 143 in it. It would just be a monster. Much more than it is now.
Right. Oh, come on, Steve. Nothing about the new bikes impresses him.
Well, I mean, that's some people say that the technology's gone too far in them. Some people want old analog gauges. They don't
Right.
want the whole digital screen. And I respect that. I really do. Personally, me, I like the big digital screen. I every time I take one for a road test out of the shop, I say I gotta get me a new bike. These are just handle so much better than the first gen M8 bikes.
Yeah. I don't
Only
believe
thing that really what really impressed me was the trike, the whole new suspension and the whole dialogue. I
I
mean,
knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. As soon as I heard that Harley is addressing the biggest complaint with trikes, then I said, "Oh, it's going to be a independent rear suspension, and it's not a fully independent, but it's independent-ish rear suspension, which now you have 5 inches of travel, which I could see, like when the Road Glide 3 first came in, dealerships could have kept them on the floor. When the new trikes hit the floor, they were going to have a hard time keeping them because everybody's going to want to trade in their old trikes for those."
Hey, Rick. Rick says he'd like to see him get rid of about 300 pounds of wire. That's the Honda Goldwing you're talking about, not the.
Well, there's a lot of wire, and the in all the M8 touring bikes, to include trikes, there's a lot of wire. But you need all that wire for all the sensors and all the Cogswell cogs and the Spacely sprockets in there, you know?
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a freaking maze.
And
So
and I had a 2020 Ultra Limited in the shop. I was hunting down a wiring issue, and let me tell you, it took me a long time to find where it was shorting out. I could have the bike straight, everything worked. As soon as I moved the handlebars 3 degrees to the left or 3 degrees to the right, everything would short out. And then if I went like 10 degrees to the right, everything came back on. But if I went 10 degrees to the left, it would all short out. So I thought originally it's got to be in the hand control wiring harness. I trace those out. I trace it down into the fair, and it come to find out it was something within the CAN bus system that was under the tank. It was pulling on a wire under the tank where it caused it to chafe against two wires and caused a short where nothing would work on that right hand control. And when you follow the wiring diagram, it had nothing to do with the hand control, but since it's a CAN bus system, it's all linked within the BCM. So that was a wiring nightmare for me, and I hate electrical gremlins.
I had an old 94, I think it was, electric glide, and I would do that when I turn the wheel a little bit to the left, it would die. Turn it back, the lights would come back on. I could restart the bike and keep going. Then to the left, a little bit left again, it would die again. Took the fairing off, and it was a shake wire.
Yep, it would short out and just enough to hit the breaker, and because on those 94s you had breakers, no fuses.
Yeah, it had the starter relay breaker and like 3 or 4 of them right there in a row.
Yep.
all right, so I got another question. This is dealing with Harley Davidson. Will it ever get back to the point where Harley Davidson will let you order your bike the way you want it? That way it comes all from.
You can now. You can go on HarleyDavidson.com, pick your bike, and build it out to the way you want, with all the Harley Davidson parts. You can.
Well, I'm talking about like your bars and everything and stuff. They say you want eight hangers. Harley don't have that in there. It's their standard bars. That's what I'm saying. I remember back in the.
You go right up to the parts counter and says, "Hey, I want these 20-inch KST bars with the cable kit and all that. I want it on the bike when I come pick it up." And they'll put the order in, and they'll put it in the back, have service do it. You're going to pay all that labor and all that parts and markup, and yeah, you could have it built the way you want, right from the dealership. But it's going to cost you. A set of bars are going to run you about $2,200 to $2,500 at the dealership installed. But don't worry, they could wrap that all up into your financing.
Yeah.
All I heard was cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
And that's what they love to hear.
Sorry, Cat.
Oh, man. But, Doc, we appreciate your knowledge and your intuition into these topics and stuff. And I hope we addressed everybody out there that are watching. You know, and that's just another thing. It's not really worth pulling your cat out. You know, unless you're going to change out your whole exhaust. But when you're, let me ask you this, Doc. Since you're changing out your whole exhaust and everything, isn't it just better to go ahead and upgrade your breather too to compensate for it and then get it tuned properly?
Absolutely. Go to a high flow intake because you have a high flow exhaust. All the motor is an air pump. The more air it pumps in, the more air you pump out, the more performance, more efficient it's going to be. Now, if you're not pumping in a whole lot of air and you're pumping out a whole lot of air, then you're going to have tuning and runnability issues because it's pulling more combustion out than it's pulling in. Think about it. You take a motor, right? A water pump, and you've got equal size inlet and outlet. You squeeze the inlet of that water pump, the water outlet's going to be restricted, and that pump's not going to work as efficiently as it could. And it works vice versa. If you squeeze the output of it and you open up the input of it, it's not going to be able to pull in all that water it needs to and pump it through. It's going to cavitate. So it's not going to work as efficiently as possible. Everybody's got to remember, all a internal combustion motor is an air pump. The more air you feed into it, the more air you get out of it, the better it's going to run, the more efficient it's going to run. And that's not getting in there with timing and fueling and all that. That's just as layman's terms as we can break it down. As we'd say in the Army, Barney style.
Well, did you catch Thrashing Supply, the last video?
No, I have not. Had a chance today.
He took his double R and cut the muffler up on it. Watch it.
That's a titanium muffler.
Yeah. They cut the muffler up. Watch it. It's interesting.
Titanium is big money.
Yep, $3,000 muffler. They cut it up.
Well, they got the money. They got the money to throw around.
Right, exactly. They can afford a bike.
Well, yeah. I mean, $130,000 bike.
Yeah.
130.
That's not really race ready.
130. You're lucky if you can get 130 when they came out.
I was going to say the first one or two of them probably got sold for 110. So that's what.
Didn't one go across the Barrett Jackson auction? Didn't they have reserved? Yeah, it went to a charity, right?
Yep, $1.5 million for serial number 001.
Wow.
Damn.
I didn't catch that. No kidding. Was that the last Barrett Jackson one they just had?
No, that was. I heard about that in Daytona last year.
Okay. What's up, Jim?
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim, how you doing, man?
I don't know how true
If anybody that's new to the shit, go ahead.
But that's what I heard when I was in Daytona at the Harley booth.
Oh. if anyone is new in the, give a shout out, say hello and stuff, and like and subscribe and help us grow. We hit 500 subscribers. Shadow's got a gift to give away, and I am contributing a $100 gift card for Harley Davidson. If we reach 500 subscribers, that'll be our goal. So hit that like button. Send it out.
How are you going to select the winner?
Ow! That's where you come in, Doc. We need that program you have. We need that computer program where it does a little dial thing.
Yeah, it's
Spins the wheel.
It's wheelofnames.com.
There you go, Shadow.
Yeah. Bang that bell, he says.
I bang that bell before you even went live. About 45 minutes before you went live, I hit the like button.
Right.
You know what's going to happen? I'll go to that wheelsofnames.com and I'll be the one entering everything in and spinning it while they all sit back and do nothing.
No, Jamin's going to play around with the computer and it probably won't be seen. And
Be quiet, Doc.
Yeah, he's going to be hitting buttons. Dark will be driving, so I can't blame him.
No, on that day, if we hit 500 subs and everything, I will take a day off, and that way anybody won't be distracted with this going on. So
what if you hit 500 subs while you're live? Would you do it the following week, or would you do it during that live?
Good question.
Yeah,
good question.
Do it the following week.
Yeah, it had to be following.
Adam has enough time to enter in all the names.
Right. Yeah, we
And
would.
not
That's
have a week.
500.
But are we going to enter in the names of that day, or are we going to do it as we hit 500?
I would say start entering it, create a
Now.
Word or Excel spreadsheet, start entering the names in there now. This way, when the day comes, you could just copy paste it, and now you're not entering all those names. That's what I did when I gave away the suspension, because I had over 2,300 entries.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, for the next giveaway in November, I've already started another spreadsheet, putting everybody's names in there. So I'm not doing, 2,000 entries a month before and then the balance the day of the giveaway.
Yeah.
Trying to be ahead of it and be efficient. So
I'm going to have to start recording all this next week. I ain't got nothing with me to record it now.
now, how are you going to? Are you just going to take the people who subscribe to the people who are currently active in your side chats? And
you're making me think. I don't like you right now.
It'll probably be all the subscribers that way.
I'd say make it fair, because there's people who subscribe that never watch a thing. I would say everybody who's in the side chat, during this time, because you know who your core people are, right? And you know who's always here every week. And if you get somebody new that's here all the time, absolutely add them in. But I would not add in people who subscribe to your channel that don't watch, because there's a lot of people that do that.
There you go.
I'm back.
Because
Yeah,
if
with
you
their
think
bad
about it, if every subscriber, let's say every subscriber that I have watches everything, I should have north of 5,500 views week after week, and I don't.
Yeah, it's the algorithm or whatever is it's weird that way, because I'm subscribed to a lot of people that I don't get their notifications anymore. Although
Nor do you watch.
I want all of them. I'm not getting certain ones that I don't watch all the time. So
Yep.
that's probably why I don't. Go ahead.
I watched the video. I liked the video. I watched it. I interacted with it by leaving a comment. And then I don't see anything, that makes me want to watch it for a while until I see they covering something that I want to watch. So, I mean, not every video is for everybody.
Right.
Because, when you post up the long form videos, other than the lives, people will subscribe to that and not watch the lives.
Yeah, that does bite it, bro. Yes, see, that's a good idea. What Frog just said. He got burned by a guy that wasn't even subscribed to him. How did you give away something to a subscriber that wasn't subscribed?
Bingo. So you have to look at. I mean, every live I have my sheet,
Yeah, who
right, and I mark off who was there, who wasn't there, and those are the entries. Like, Shadow, he's in here. He's got entries for the next giveaway. He had entries for the last giveaway.
Right.
So, and then there's people in here that have 0 entries since the beginning of the year because they haven't been in the side chat.
Right.
But that's okay, because if they're in the side chat once and they get their entries, that's all you really need is 1 entry to win.
Right.
To be eligible to win.
Yeah.
Well, no, you just need 1 entry to win. You're right. I mean, it just so
And the
happens.
guy who won my last giveaway, he didn't have the most entries. Yeah, he was in the top 3 for entries, but the wheel of names is completely random.
Yeah.
Guys, I am about to go through the hollow through here. I'll lose cell service. So I am going to bounce. Doc Harley, thank you for coming on and giving us your knowledge on this subject. And I hope everyone was well informed on this and got what they were looking for. And to the title, is it worth it? And that's just everything we all rolled down to. It's not really worth it. Just go ahead and dish out the money for the right pipes and slip-ons and for your bike and to get the sound that you're wanting or louder you want it to be, and go from there. And not to mention, and a proper tune will help along with it.
Yep.
So,
Hey, Dark, do me a favor. Do not look into the tanks with a match. Not the flashlight you're looking for.
We call him Firebug, the outlaw.
But thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate you. Big fan of the show. Love the show. I'm here every week. Unless I'm on the road, but then I catch it later.
You the man, Doc.
Nah,
yeah.
I'm just a man, not the man.
I don't know,
So
man. I bet if you talk to someone else, you'd be saying that you're the man.
No, I'm just a man. I'm just me, and I do this.
So with everyone, go ahead.
Later, Dark.
Take care, Dark.
I just want to say, everyone in the chat room, y'all take care, stay warm, and it won't be too long. Spring will be here, and we'll be back out on twos. Y'all stay safe.
Yeah, everybody's saying see you, Dark. Stay safe.
Yeah, we'll catch you later, Dart.
Later, Bo.
Thank you, Evil Rick. You rock.
Yeah,
Evil Rick.
Evil Rick's actually the man.
Yes,
You are correct there, Doc. Evil Rick's the man.
Yes, he is.
He's there for all of us, truthfully.
Absolutely. 100% of the time.
Yep.
But thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate you. Tonight's topic is kind of similar, right? We're going to talk about the value of Harley Davidson and is it worth it?
It's going to be very interesting. I'm can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be I think it's going to be a great interactive live. I have no guests, so it's all talking head. So is it worth it? Think about it. Is your Harley Davidson worth the value that you paid for it?
No.
No, think about it. No, don't answer it. Think about it.
Yeah.
By the time I'm done, I'm paying $20,000, and that ain't going to be worth that much.
Well,
But
you're counting in the interest too.
Yeah.
You can't count the interest. Was it worth the price of the bike? Think about it.
Yeah.
Don't count the interest because interest is different from person to person, bank to bank, dealership to dealership.
I wouldn't mind a Road King. I wouldn't mind a Road King.
I had a beautiful '03 still in the garage. I love that bike.
Frogzilla
Wish it was
says
mine.
no.
Wish it was mine.
Jamin's
Frog,
hitting buttons again.
Frog says no. But yeah, I think it's worth it. My bike was worth it. But we'll talk on your show.
Yeah. I think it's a good topic that will cause a little conversation.
There you go, Rob. For mental stability, yeah, well worth it.
I don't know. I can get that from an Indian too.
You can got it from your Kawasaki. As long as you're on twos. You didn't get no lemon.
Well, got lemons, make lemonade.
Things break, Rob. Things break. Not everything man-made lasts forever.
Nothing
is
lasts
true.
forever.
Yeah, well, diamonds are forever.
But that's what they say. But I'm pretty sure they got a shelf life. We haven't found it yet, though.
Oh yeah, you're gonna pay just as much for that Indian. You're right, Hellfire.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, that new Indian though, it's beautiful, man. I love it.
It is. It's nice to look at. Is it for me? Absolutely not.
I'm gonna go test drive one.
You know, like I talked about on one of my lives, loyalty, brand loyalty. Why do we have it? I have it because I love the brand. I love the sound. I love the feel. I love the look. You know,
Right?
and to be honest, I love the stigmata that comes with owning a Harley.
Owning a Harley.
Yeah.
No.
I
Well,
mean,
now-
think about it. Nobody had growing up says, "Oh, I want to get a Honda tattoo."
Wait,
True
wait,
that.
wait, wait. I wanna. No, I don't want a Honda tattoo. I want a Kawasaki tattoo.
Hey, I know guys got a Ducati tattoo.
Brand loyalty,
Yep.
You know,
and there's nothing wrong with that. It's
Dude,
all individual tastes.
I
True.
got a Harley so I could be a bigger asshole.
Oh, okay. See, I
Oh.
wouldn't mind having a Ducati. I would love a 929. I just couldn't afford the repairs of a Ducati
Right.
You'd have
or
to do
the
them.
upkeep of a Ducati.
You just have to do them yourself. That's all.
Get the parts on a Ducati.
They're not
And-
really more expensive than a Harley.
Really? Have you priced out parts for a 929?
Well, no, of course not. But I wouldn't think that they would be any more expensive in comparison. You know.
If you need to get a factory part, it comes from Italy.
Well, yeah, that would. Yeah, you'd probably have to go aftermarket. Yeah,
Not a big aftermarket.
if you wanted to go cheap, anyway.
There's not a big aftermarket world for Ducati.
No, there is not. Yeah, the guy I was talking to you about, he rebuilt 5 1950 and older Ducatis, and I helped him chrome plate them when I did that type of work. So yeah, there's no aftermarkets for that. Them old bikes anyway.
Well, even for Harley, there's no aftermarket for the 50s or 60s.
Well, no, not Harleys. You can still get aftermarket parts that are reasonably halfway decent looking.
Mm-hmm. See, Hellfire's the aftermarket parts for Indian is expensive as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know why? You know why? Does everybody know why motorcycle parts are expensive?
Because it's an expensive habit to have.
Well, no. Think about it, right? Set of 4 tires on an average car, right? $600-800. Pair of tires for a motorcycle, $600 to $800 for 2.
Mm.
Right.
Why is that?
So they can get you because you're not upgrading on a car, you're upgrading on a motorcycle to make the prices equivalent.
Have nothing to do with it. Cars are a necessity for everyday life in America. Motorcycles are a luxury item, so you're paying a luxury price.
That's
Now,
true.
to me, it's a necessity. But to the commerce, motorcycles are a luxury item. So there's that whole luxury pricing that goes with it.
Doc, I just got my notification for your show, so you better go put your makeup on.
Oh, I got to go to hair and makeup. Yeah.
It ain't gonna do you any good.
No, it's lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig.
Hey.
Don't you know?
Right?
I had to throw it out there for you, Shadow.
Yeah, thanks for being here, man. Really
Oh, my
appreciate it.
pleasure. Hey, guys, I'll still be in the side chat, but I'll catch you on the flip side. Be good. Be safe.
We'll see you over in half an hour.
You got it.
All right, Doc. Thank you.
Later, everybody.
Later, Doc. Hey, Evil, you mind putting up Frog's merch thing?
You got it up a little bit earlier.
If nobody has went and got their Frog merch, get your ass over there and get some Frogzilla merch.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get me
Yeah, everybody go by and see Doc's show tonight because I think it's going to be a pretty interesting topic. There we go, Frog's merch. Yeah, he's got some awesome stickers too. You got some stickers on there, Frog?
Yeah, he's got stickers on there.
Yeah. Cool. Well, there's another one for the books. I wanted to talk to you before the show, but we didn't get a chance. Did you see the record light on the thing?
I don't see no record light on.
No, it was no problem, Froggy. No, it was at the beginning. It was at the very beginning when we clicked go live.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was doing my taxes.
Oh, you already did your taxes.
I was doing them during the show.
Well, congratulations, man. How much you get back?
I don't know. I got to finish up yet. I got to enter the wife's driver's license number in, and well, she's downstairs. I'm upstairs, so I'll just do it when I go downstairs.
He was supposed to get a sticker, and all he got was a freaking Christmas card.
Yeah,
Thanks
that's
for
all I
calling,
got.
yeah,
Froggy and
you know
Lolly
what?
was a Christmas card.
I got one from Frog and Lolly too. I feel special.
I looked. They got a coffee mug. I want.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's $15.
hell yeah.
I could use that at work.
Hey,
I'll have to order me
they still got the thing like this on there. Was that their website? I seen that on. I can't remember. I look at so much stupid crap. Well, not that that's stupid crap. I just look at so much things.
Right.
Yes, you can record the show now. Well, last week we couldn't, or the week before, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I had to delete some things from our memory. So some of the shows won't be there, so you have to go to our YouTube channel to check them out.
And on the very bottom on the left, on the right, it says it's recording. So
Cool. I don't even see that.
see, Doc, that was a quick getting into makeup, getting his hair done. Doc is still here.
Yeah, he was in our in the side chat. He said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, it's we're 4 minutes over, so congratulations." But yeah, again, dude is ghosting me from Harley Davidson because I was thinking that it would be a good topic to talk to him about was what Doc's topic is tonight. Is Harley going to make it? You know, like I said, he's one of the guys who does the financing there at the Harley I bought, at Sin City Harley Davidson where I bought mine at. But he's been ghosting me the last 3 times I've tried to get hold of him. I haven't heard back. So the next event they have down there, who knows? He might not even work there anymore. But I'm going to go down and see if he's still there. Say, hey man, You know, we gonna do that show or not? You know, but
If not, we'll get somebody else on. Who cares?
exactly. I'll ask the person that took his place, right?
Right? I might get one of my chickens to come on.
Right. Hey, get one from you next time. He says he's gonna send you one anyway.
So
Can, but going to be instant thing. It will take time, and they will have to do better as they. Okay, I'm not sure where he was at there. Riding.
and I did go through the chat, the side chat here, and I wrote down all the names that I were in there so that I could see. So we'll start loading those up on a spread form and stuff.
Spreadsheet, you know. Cool. You're on top of it then. Go buy another bike, then then he'll talk to me. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's I did get a Greg, I think it was you talking about 2.9% financing or something like that. They hit me up with the same email. Come on in for 2026. 2.9, I think it was financing or some shit. Anyway, we'll get back with you.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. Everybody. Peace, peace.
All right, y'all take care, man.
You want me to do it or you want to do
I'll do it.
it? Bye, guys.
And